Six senses like the spiritual scientist. I'm more like the alchemist. It's like working on your consciousness. Star nations are against the cabal. Intergalactic wars are solar signs from Venus, Saturn to Mars. The upgrades of humanoids, 11 universal laws, 7 human seeds with terrestrial genes. Biological fields is greater than golden eagle. 0-point energy diet theory when I start my sequel. The Eisenhower counters of the watches. The symbol of ambient energy fields. Etheric Tesla shields. Indigo crystalline seeds. ADD, attention deficit disorders, really not a disease. Arrow pills and arrow outlets. Idols and doctrines is Babylon. It's when I start my topic. The star fleets of command. The star scholars, Darwinism, evolution of the fossil resin, giving man confusion. I think they're here trying to help to provide some protection against the planets that consist in Orion's belt. Mechanical movement from graves, space suits from the demons to make travel through domains in space. Women left and behind, they convicted in the pride. The justice of mortal sins, the path to break the paradigm. Moving in a danger age of lifetime. Crystal superstar seeds are made up from evil scientists. I gotta expect economy, close encounter, cultural therapists. Engineering, genetics, really not helping us. Now we all stand up and stand. To the globe, to the world, universe, we are the astral command.
Take me to your leader, then I'll tell you if I come in peace. Who is the master of this astral being your channeling? He speaks of peace by removing all duality. Aligns himself with astrology satanically. He mimics truth to attribute lies to prophecy. There's no consistency except with demonology. He's your philosophies or alien technologies. Study the names and the symbols that they're borrowing. They're all just following an ancient masquerade. Like Rael and Billy Meyer and the dead from Heaven's Gate. Examine all the plans from the astral command. They demand evolution and ascension of man. These fallen angels are the masters of deception. They teach enlightenment from dark evil dimensions. They'll claim the rapture is a mass evacuation. Aquarian, 2012 reptilian invasion. Take me to your leader, then I'll tell you if I come in peace. Take me to your leader, then I'll tell you if I come in peace. Take me to your leader, take me to your leader. Take me to your leader, then I'll tell you if I come in peace. Take me to your leader, then I'll tell you if I come in peace. Take me to your leader, then I'll tell you if I come in peace. Take me to your leader, take me to your leader. Take me to your leader, then I'll tell you if I come in peace.
A renegade searching for the way, for the place. Time travel through the space, where's the gate, no delays. Turn the key, vortex energy, faster than a rocket shooting up the sky. Are we finally free? Can't breathe, first responders last of the police surviving 9/11. It was definitely an inside job. If you think that I'm wrong, that's only because you're scared. Walking like a robot, taking orders, dead stare. Twin towers building 7 sacrificial side pillars, opening a portal, ritualistic death on sight. Astronauts have been taking pictures of the rise. Could you believe they had it all planned right on time? We need to realize and be aware of the fact those running this planet came from another track. Secret societies, shape-shifting snakes, invading, enslaving, microchip, killing our race. Ya basta, ya no mas. The fight is on, battle of the minds. Who would have thought this is our song? Revolutionary, evolutionary times. Read about it, be about it, write about it, dream about it. Full steam ahead, all engines go. Uniting the world, rescuing every single soul. It's never too late to take back what we own, what we've been given since our birthday.
Take me to your leader, then I'll tell you if I come in peace. Take me to your leader, then I'll tell you if I come in peace. Take me to your leader, take me to your leader. Take me to your leader, then I'll tell you if I come in peace. Take me to your leader, then I'll tell you if I come in peace. Take me to your leader, then I'll tell you if I come in peace. Take me to your leader, take me to your leader. Take me to your leader, then I'll tell you if I come in peace.
Hello, welcome to the show. We have so many things we could talk about, but I can only talk about so many before I get frustrated. My good friend Charles Pixley is in the house. Yay, I'm so glad he's here. And everybody else. No, nobody's blocked. Nobody's blocked. Okay, so my first order of business is to show you this window capture. There it is. Thank goodness for friends like Patricia, because it's been quite a week. It's been a little bit, not bad, just kind of a lot of stuff, and you don't realize how much stuff it is until you realize you forgot something. And she reminded me. So, can we talk about Snoop Dogg? We could. I mean, it's pretty interesting what a cuck he is. That he had to stand down to Susan Rice. That was something, right? I don't know. Pretty interesting. Oh, and I wanted to mention this. I got my straw from Simply Clean Foods. And I have been drinking more water just in a short amount of time. That the plus side is it's filtered. And you can hear the filter working, which I really like. The bad side is I have to use the restroom a lot more often because I'm drinking more water. But I did get like a preparation. When I say preparation, it just comes with masks and gloves and antibacterial. Ooh, somebody hated the antibacterial I did and just hated me for it. Called me a hypocrite and everything. But whatever. We can't all be an expert at everything. Oh, yay, you got your straw too. And I know a few other people got their gospel gangsters banging for the Messiah. I know there's a really good song that they do. He's like, come to me to feel the pulse of the beat that feels God, or something like that. I can't get all the lyrics correct, but yeah, it was really quick. Except for a couple weeks ago when I ordered something for Brenda. When I say I ordered it for her, is because she like doesn't do the internet at all. And which is fine. So I help her out with that, and I was shipping it to her. Well, it was on way back order because they were all the coronavirus stuff. So this stuff is going out fast. All the stuff that was back ordered is going out. So, and it's a good deal. So, okay, here's what I'm working on before I do this drawing. I'm working on this thing with Calogero. We already recorded. We watched the whole movie together, and we commented on it. So it's 2 hours and 15 minutes before editing. Well, actually, it was like 2 hours and 20 minutes before editing. So I imagine it'll be about 2 hours and 15 minutes. But it was fun. Now, here's the thing. It was a movie that most people here you've either seen it or you're not going to get it if you're not an 80s person. The movie came out in 1989, and it was called Heathers. Or it is still called Heathers. And it's dark humor. It's something I grew up watching like from high school age. Because in 89 I would have been 11 years old. But I watched it many times in high school and growing up. And it had a lot of funny stuff to me. It was very interesting coming from a woke standpoint and going back and watching it together. So this is a big edit that I'm doing, not because I have to go through that much of it, but I have to fix the sound as much as I can because you can't hear us as well as you can hear the movie. However, we do pause the movie and talk a lot. So yeah, I was born in 78. So yeah, I'm 41. I don't know about my age, but anyway, we're going to premiere that on Friday on my channel, and then he'll mirror at some point maybe later on his channel. But you guys, he's the channel called Where We Go One We Go All. Huge channel, awesome guy with the New York accent, and he's so much fun. We had so much fun watching this movie together. Now, you would not think we were sitting there for 3 hours hanging out. We spent an hour just trying to get the sound right, and it was still kind of so bear with it, all that stuff. Yeah, I was born December 8th, 1978. So anyway, Linda, welcome. Nice to see you. All right, I got to do this raffle. Thank you, Patricia, for pointing out I hadn't done it. Thank you, guys. I'm so glad nobody got mad and started blowing up my phone and saying, wah, 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 wah. Okay, if you've ever seen 80s movies like Better Off Dead or, I don't know, name anything else. Better Off Dead was a big one that I could relate to Heathers being. Heathers is even darker, though. It's going to be dark humor. Dark humor. 72 years old? Born in 72, yeah. It's darker, but it's funny, but it's not. So we took our fairly woke brains and we watched it. So, thanks, Rockman. You rock. So, by the way, thank you for pointing that out, Rockman. Streamlabs is fixed. So, if you're interested in donating on Streamlabs, you can now. It's fixed. Anything you do on Streamlabs is good to go. It's not going to use PayPal. If you guys know, if you watch that video, PayPal is not going to be any more connected whatsoever to anything I do. In fact, I said, see you, bye. I don't even want anything to do with you. I didn't even care what the answer was, why they got rid of my account. So, yeah. Well, Merry Christmas, though, but wasn't Jesus born in 9/11? Anyway. All right. Drum roll for the drawing. Why can't I not do that like on the first try? I can't trill on the first try. These are the 10 spots. These are the people on them. Patricia obviously has a vested interest because she bought a spot. God bless her. Oh, she wins for that. I'm sorry. I'm biased on this one. Number 6. It's Timothy. Oh, I'm sorry, Patricia. It was so close because you're number 7. It was very, very, very close. Very close. He was joking when he said that, and I get it. So, this is the raffle, not from today, guys. This is the raffle I forgot to do with the polar bear and the gold note. Thank you, Patricia, for reminding me. And congrats to Timothy. He won. He's not here right now, but I can text him and tell him. Because if I do that, then I remember even more who wins. Oh, and I have another thing I do now is I get my business card right away. And you guys, if you've won from me, you know I send a business card that says congrats. And I write it down right away. And I put it with the winnings. And please forgive me, I have a few things I need to send out. 3. I have to send out this one for Ellen, Susan, and now Timmy. So forgive me that I haven't sent. Oh, and I have one for also Nate. But he's in Qatar, so I might have to send his one to the States. But anyway. What was the truth they showed in Heathers? I never saw that movie. Christian Slater was in it. What was the truth? So Heathers was like the movie about teenage suicide. So it's suicide, but it's not. It's not about, nobody was actually committing suicide in it. It was, of course, like murders. And it was Winona Ryder, a couple no-name actresses, Shannon Doherty, and Christian Slater. And it's very telling about, like, so we didn't talk about it too much with some of the, you never, like, when you're with different people, like Clojo and I, we get along really well, and it's easy to have a conversation. But when you're with different people, you think of different things. So it goes into even how his dad, like, did controlled demolition on buildings. And so this kid moves around a lot of MK Ultra stuff, tons and tons of red, white, and black. I mean, the alchemy colors, like. So what I'm doing is I'm going to show the whole movie with our commentary. Some of the commentary you're not going to hear because we're trying to talk over. She does? Weird. Anyway, some of the commentary you're not going to hear because we talk over the movie, but I try to turn our voices up. It's really hard to do, though. And then I'm ant-sized. I'm a little ant. And then sometimes we pause the movie for our commentary, so then you can hear us just fine. So anyway, bear with it because it's like the first time we played the movie and watched it together and commented at the same time, but it's going to be fun. And then we pause it several times throughout, but it's still, the movie's an hour and 40 minutes and we only went 2 hours and 20, so it's not that much more. So you're going to get the whole movie inside of this video and our commentary along with it. So anyway, and my new straw I got. So I did want to mention, so since I had a problem with PayPal and they no longer want to be a part of the situation, like I said, Streamlabs is working. If you want to get in on raffles, you can do it that way with a debit card, a credit card, and then they have what's called like a safe card way to pay, like it's called Skrill and a couple other ones. My straw, I like it. And then if you really want to just get into buying gold and silver, I still have my business, right? You can get in on that. And it's been kind of slow. Business has been kind of slow lately. Probably because I haven't been talking about it. I've been busy. But I'm never going to stop stacking gold and silver. It just saves my life, like, all the time. I'm like, oh, I need some extra money. I'll just turn this in for cash. Oh, good. I'm getting back more than what I paid for it because I paid $14 an ounce. So, oh, there's Timothy. There's Timmy. Timmy won. Timmy. So Timothy's part of the business. Patricia's part of the business. I don't think Brenda's here. Joseph's part of the business. Rockman's about to be part of the business. James, who you see sometimes here, he's part of the business. A lot of people are in this business, and they're still coming back. So that tells you, like, I'm not lying about how this gold and silver business works. Like, it's doing well for them. They're still here. They're still a part of my YouTube. They're not going, oh, why did you get me in gold and silver? It was the worst thing I ever did. I get people who get mad about it. It's strange. I don't know. They think, like, You can't protect yourself with money, real money. Oh yeah, so I'm going to show you guys something else. Check this out. So I had this Trump thing, and I didn't know much about it. I bought it from a dealer in Texas. It is fun, right, Joe? I bought this from a dealer in Texas, and I was like, this is really cool. And I've been holding on to it for a while, and I thought about raffling it, and I'm really glad I didn't, because I got this as a gift. I got this one as a gift. It's just a laminated, like, piece of paper. So even though this was gold in color, I didn't think it was gold, right? And then I think it was Timmy, that told me it was. Was it you, Tim? I think it was. And then I was like, it is? And he goes, yeah, it says 24 karat gold on the back, on the bottom. And I was like, no kidding, it does. Look, can you guys see that? Is that too small? It's 24 karat gold. Now you're saying, how can that be possible? Well, because these are gold, right? These Utah gold notes, right? This says 1,000 troy ounce on the dollar, and the $5 one says 1/200th, which I've got right here. They're made out of 24 karat gold. Well, what's 24 karat gold? I had that question too. I wasn't sure at one point, not recently, but it's 0.999 gold. So this is 1/200th, right? So these are made out of actual gold. So it turns out these are gold, and I didn't even know it. I was buying real gold without knowing it in a bill. Now, somebody said on my Instagram, which was really funny, Rockman saw it, he said, well, I wish it was real gold because it's just a note now and it's not real money. And I was like, but it's gold. Okay, so imagine this. Imagine that this had paper inside of it and the gold was just on the outside and it was just 24 karat gold on the outside for whatever value it is. I don't know, right? It doesn't say, it doesn't matter. But if you took this and put it in a fire, what happens? What happens in the fire? How do you purify a metal? So if you take this and you put it in the fire, the paper burns away. Oh, hold on, Joe. I'm going to show that. Hold on. I know. The paper burns away. All the other chemicals burn away. The dyes, if you get it hot enough, yeah, I don't know if there's paper in there, right? On these ones, it's not. These ones are different. So on the gold backs, it's this kind of flimsy. You hear that? This is not flimsy. This is, like, it doesn't make the same clink. So there's probably paper in the Donald ones, right? But you put it in a fire, right? And you purify it. That's how you purify metals anyway. So it gets rid of the paper, gets rid of the dyes. Now you have gold. How much? Enough that it's worth money, dollar bills. But this is money. So somebody said, well, it's a note now, so it's not worth money. It's still gold. Please don't be fooled. Please don't be fooled. It's still money. So my friend Timmy, who is a good friend of mine who I very much adore, sent me a gift of the ones that Joseph was just talking about. Because there's other ones and I didn't know it. Also, 24 karat gold. 24 karat. And it's beautiful. So, and it feels different. Oddly, it feels lighter. So, maybe it's less gold than this one. And then, there's this one. Yeah. Trump 2020. Uh-huh. Pure 24 karat gold. It says it on the bottom. In that Philly, like that. It's kind of hard to see probably. I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, it's there. So Utah and 8 other states now have gold and silver as legal tender. So yes. Now here's what I'm going to say. If I took this $5 gold note and I said, I want to get gas, and they're like, okay, that's $5, and I give them this. Well, I've just now spent $5 where I could have spent $15, because this is actually worth like $6 or $16, this gold note, when it comes to the cost of gold. So it's actually worth $15, which is about what I paid for it. So I wouldn't take it to the gas station and get $5 in gas. I wouldn't use it for face value. So I'm going to Utah in May, so I'm going to be able to tell you guys in May. Me and Timmy are both going. Timothy, we're both going for a 7K Metals convention in May, and we're both going to go there and find out. I think we're going to even try to see if we can go tour the facility or whatever that makes them. But yeah, these are pure gold, and they're awesome. Don't know what these ones cost. I only know what the one I bought costs. And I only bought one, so they're pure gold. So people get with it, man. This is real. This is real money. And what it'll do is help you buy more stuff down the road. Now, unless we get the Wuhan coronavirus, which is why I'm also prepping, you know, with my food and my kits that I bought and my straw and everything, and getting ready for bugging out if I got to. However, I don't think the virus is real. That's what I've come down to. Did the Mormons issue them? You know, that's funny because the few Mormons own my company, but they're I'm not going to say they're good people because they're none good but the Father in heaven. But they're nice and they're fair. And I hope one day they find Jesus, so you never know. But they're running a gold and silver business and it's been working for me. I'm a part of it and I love it. So that's really all I had tonight. Is I made sure I got that raffle done. I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad that people remind me. And yeah, drink a Corona on me, right? So I'm gonna, if people like the music a little bit, I think I'll pick a song to go out with and say goodnight and peace and love to my fam. I might play one of the same ones I've already played, but here's why. Because I don't get copyright strikes with these songs. So I'm going to just keep doing the same ones. Okay, peace and love of the Lord, guys. Good night. It's a good song. You're going to love it. If it plays. Here it goes.
Yeah, Destiny Lab.
I'm even dancing. I'm starting to learn the words to this song.
Randy Thomas in the house. Want you to dance to this music. Come on and praise his name and at the same time move it. Don't think about it, just do it. Come on and feel the beat from head to feet. Move it. Grab the rhythm and use it. Come on and dance to this beat. Step into it now. Move it. Glorify God with your movements. Come on and move, everybody. Move, everybody. Move it.
You wanna feel good, then get wise. Pray for the water in his hands to baptize. If you got the boy, don't want
I don't know all the words yet. I'm trying. I'm dancing for you guys. Come on, like this is. This got to be cool. Like I'm a cool dancer, right? Do I look like an 80s dancer, like I was born in '78?
Many never even place a thought on what he gains. But don't delay if you're caught on the fence now. Jump to the side of the right and get the know-how. And watch the sparks fly in your system.
I'm not a good dancer, it's cool. But it's a good song, it makes me want it.
You want it?
I got it, then give me a nod. And let's feel the beat of a pulse that feels God.
Want you to dance to this music. Come on and praise his name and at the same time move it. Don't think about it, just do it. Come on and feel the beat from head to feet. Move it. Grab the rhythm and use it. Come on and dance to this beat. Now step into it now. Move it. Glorify God with your movements. Come on and move, everybody. Move, everybody. Move it. Spiritual pleasure march pits. Destiny Lab taking all your ears hostage. We are fired up the torch burn for the Lord, oh Lord, you got us through this dark world war. They try to battle us, believe you in dust, bro. Power of a spiritual blessing manifest and test souls. Just like the nitrous injector glow. Blast flows and cast flows like we're already national. Pass the micro, let me come on in. Breaking obstacles for bumps called sin. One step approach over the day will come. Heavenly family united as one. We rip the hits and sweep the hits with passion. Destiny Lab counterattack the dark reaction. For the souls that are in need of the spiritual. Take your last chance, listen to this material. Want you to dance to this music. Come on and praise his name and at the same time move it. Don't think about it, just do it. Come on and feel the beat from head to feet. Move it. Grab the rhythm and use it. Come on and dance to this beat. Let's step into it now. Move it. Glorify God with your movements. Come on and move, everybody. Move, everybody. Move it. Snares and traps, I speak raps, controversial. soldier. Paper pages crushed, boulders track you in the corner. No excuse, so you smolder. You steaming mad cause I'm exposed, little demon on your shoulder. Folded arms with your nose in the air, like you don't care, but deep inside you know you're full of despair. Thought no one knew about the walls you built around you years ago. Now they cracked and crumble like a Jericho. First trump I call, cracks appear to cover y'all.